Hello there. I think it's time we start up the Klikcast. What do you think? Huh? What do you think? Yeah, you like it. You like the Klikcast. The Klikcast is a nice show. Yes, yes, yes. Uh-oh. Ah! Hi there folks, welcome to a brand new episode of the Klikcast. We're going to start off today with an interview with Strife.
Hello.
Strife is actually the creator of Fable Quest. How are you doing, Strife?
I'm doing quite well.
So we're gonna talk a bit about your latest game called Fable Quest. First of all, how did you come up with this idea to start it even in the first place?
It's kind of it was just kind of a spur of the moment idea. The funny thing about it is that I originally intended for it to be like a side-scrolling beat 'em up game, like a Streets of Rage or whatever. But after tinkering around with MF, I started incorporating RPG elements, and as any other Click developer might know, that soon one thing soon led to another, and pretty soon I had this huge project on my hands.
And a huge project it is. Has it been overwhelming at times, or did you get into any problems coding-wise, or any weird stories?
There's been some rough bumps in the road, especially with such a huge project like this. But as far as weird problems, it isn't so much weird as it is annoying, but I think one of the biggest problems I've faced is the fact that the game isn't like truly isometric, and because of this, the player can't jump over obstacles, even though it looks like they could. It's because the game world is flat, but it's drawn in a way that gives the illusion of height. And because of the way I program the movements, I use the default click team movements. But basically, I have a lot of insurmountable waist-height fencing.
Oh, okay.
But then again, a lot of other RPGs are the same way. So as long as I'm careful with the way I design maps, I don't think players will mind.
I think you're halfway with the development. Is that correct, or?
And actually, the latest release that I gave to my testers is about at like 33% mark.
Oh, okay.
I would say I'm about like anywhere from like 36 to 40% done.
Alright, well not too bad. So are you doing everything yourself? The graphics, music, or is anybody helping you out with anything, or?
Yeah, I compose all of my music myself, and I do all the graphics and programming. Basically everything except for some of the character designs, which are based off some of my online friends.
Alright.
Like for example, Keen, the protagonist, is based off one of my really good friends, and she's been working with me closely.
So about the game, what's the main story? What will drive players into playing this for a long period?
Alright, well, it basically starts off like a lot of other RPGs. You know, main character has amnesia, winds up in a strange new world. But after that, you basically the player is set on this quest to find out the origins of the main character, which is what the subtitle Origin of the Phoenix Knight means.
Oh, okay.
And they'll basically players will find everything out as the game progresses.
Oh, exciting!
And as the story unfolds, and as they learn more about Keen's past, they'll unlock a whole bunch of new abilities and gameplay mechanics. And it's kind of neat because, like, when I first started the game, it just had very fundamental. It was a very fundamental engine. You just had like basic moving and attacking. And as the story moves on, I kept building on more and more features. So when you start the game, you can't do a lot of actions. You can just basically like run and attack, and that's about it. But as you move along, you start to see some of the features that I added later on.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So I think every time I play through it again, I can kind of see how my art style and my programming has evolved over the years.
Oh, nice. So what do you think? What do you suggest to people who want to start their own project and want to, work on a big game? Any advice that you can give them?
Well, for one thing, I would say you should start from the ground up. Basically, one of the things I learned in college actually is is if you have like a big problem or like a big project that you're looking at, you have to break it down into its fundamental pieces until you find something you can start working on immediately. Like if you tell yourself, I'm going to make this game, it usually results at you staring at the monitor blankly. But if you say, like, I'm going to make level 1 of this game, that's a little better, but you're probably going to stare at the monitor wondering how exactly you're going to make level 1.
Yeah.
But if you break it down even further and say, okay, I've already made 3 rooms in level 1. Today I'm going to work on the 3rd room by like drawing a maze of spike pigs and then program them to cause damage. And that's the kind of direction that really helps you with big projects. Just basically break it into itty bitty pieces and tackle those pieces one at a time.
Well, that's very good advice. I think that will help a lot of people out. I think, Strife, that's all that we got for this interview. Anything that you want to get off your chest? Anything you want to say, or are you good?
Hi, Mom. That's about it.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Strife, for taking the time out to do this with us. And we'll be following Fable Quest on the Daily Click project page, right? That's you keep updating it from time to time. Right?
I update it every now and then. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much, Strife. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
It's been out for about a month now, and despite front page coverage, David Newton's ingenious game Special Agent Bunnet vs Dr. Dishwater has still not received quite the attention that it deserves. The concept is devilishly simple. You know those old card games where you have to find pairs of them by sifting through them face down? The games that test your concentration and memory. Well, Special Agent Bunnet is absolutely nothing like that whatsoever. Instead, all of the pairs of cards, or buttons in this case, sporting strange patterns and numbers, are facing upwards. A few random extra buttons are thrown into the mix, and it's these buttons that you need to press before the time runs out. Think of Where's Wally and you'll get the idea. I don't believe I've ever seen a game quite like this before. The gameplay is hidden behind a rather basic story that creates the reason for you playing. In a nutshell, the rather unpleasant Dr. Dishwater has planted bombs all over the city, and, as Special Agent Bunnet, your job is to disarm them by finding the unique buttons, clicking on them with the mouse, and therefore eliminate them. The graphics are pretty basic. There's nothing outstanding about them, but in this case it really doesn't matter. What matters the most is the gameplay, and it is fiendishly addictive. It tests your reflexes and is great fun to play. And, as it's a Flash game, created with the Multimedia Fusion Flash runtime, you have no excuse not to play it. Unless of course you're supposed to be at work. I give this game 5 stars out of 5.
So, Mike, what did you think of the convention?
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
What was your favourite presentation?
All of them? Is that the right answer? Could be unbiased on it.
Pardon?
Completely unbiased and everything, I can never be wrong.
That's good.
Yeah.
Right. Who should I put it out? I know someone who likes the camera.
32 by 33, right?
You can't touch this. You can't touch touch this.
Setup design. What did you think of it? I'm just see what you think of me.
Well, I thought it was quite good. Some very interesting displays.
What was your favourite display?
My favourite display? I would have to say I was mighty impressed by the Outpost game by Mr. Jonathan Walter. What would you think is the best game, Stephen Rodez?
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
I too would also say the Jonathan Porter presentation, which was closely followed by Chris's others.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
I was very excited to be able to play that on our own forums when you decide to let us all play it as well.
Oh, right. I'll
Get a nice
upload something.
developers.
I think you need to, otherwise it's not going to
I'll just be sending an email.
I need to make you famous. Have you got any words for the Daily Click at all?
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
You can all get to play the game when it's finished, and I was happy with the way it came out today. So,
and I don't think anybody saw it on the live stream, so you may have to release some
yeah, my
footage.
girlfriend was watching it upstairs and
right.
just bumped out as soon as I walked home and then got
The
She
timing.
watched everything else.
Yeah. So that first one, something about like Fano.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
What did you think of the convention?
What do I think about what? About the convention?
Yeah, what did you think of it? Was it good?
I know that Click Team will hate me because of my questions
No, they won't.
all over the place,
All
on the
right.
convention, on the forums, on the PMs. Sorry. Also, it's great that Click products are going up front still, that we are trying to progress, be better than competition, and that we can make it in some places. But just don't forget, we don't have only UK,
Yeah.
we've got other countries for conventions, maybe US next year. Yeah.
What presentation stood out for you the most? What was your favourite?
To be honest, I've got leakage of quite a bit of the stuff which was presented today.
Yeah.
Pattern runtime, HWAFX by Clement. Also about a few bits I knew a bit before because of my discussions with city staff, but still I was impressed with all the stuff which I didn't know. Also, in general, everything which was shown today was just wonderful, but the most shocking thing was wireless internet connection. I beg you, apologize for that streaming. But at least we had the streaming,
Brilliant.
so yeah. Any other questions, please?
No, I think that's it. Thank you.
And yeah, this year your t-shirt is not making you look fatter.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah, the last convention, my t-shirt made me look fat, and I'm still fat, so I'm just, I hide it well.
Now, Chris, what do you think about this year convention?
What do I think about it?
What do you think about it?
What do I think about
Show
it?
your face in camera.
Okay.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, I think it was very good.
Yeah, you've been just serious again.
No, I liked it. It
And
was,
what presentation was the best?
I liked it all. I thought one of the early demos, I think it's the second one in with that female sprite, we could customise the players, customise the clothes and things. I thought that was quite good, and so did
Yes.
the guy from Turkey. His presentation was brilliant as well. I can't believe I'm doing that, interviewing myself. Someone we haven't captured for a while.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
There's a reason.
What did you think?
Do you
of
think
it?
he looks a lot like Ben H?
Do I look 33% like Ben H?
I don't know who he is.
He's a 03 guy.
03, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant. I'm especially pleased that 90% of the prizes went to 8 credits. That was quite...
That's not like fixed.
What was your favourite presentation?
I'd say it's a toss-up between John and Donko. They both blew me away.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Some of the stuff was amazing. This guy's going to be a big name, I think. He doesn't know it yet.
Were you involved with the one game we ever had online of Word Up?
Yes.
Got receptionist at the start just over.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Got receptionist is very first.
Chris Street is the man.
Thank you.
So we never played it again after that. I was impressed with the co-op Zone Runner as well.
Yes, that was very
No,
good.
really
Yeah, that was
impressed.
good fun.
Yeah, looking forward to both.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I sort of outclassed you at your own game.
Yeah.
So you're going to be using the Dead Reckoning objects to get online or something?
Did you play Crystal through
I played Crystal by...
JP?
Yeah, I played that, yeah.
Because I was just like, I can see a lot of additional like stuff you've added in.
I think
scrolling.
I think he copied me.
Have you looked at racing yet at all? You were saying it's a bit beyond.
Okay, this is Dubs / Dash Matt Wiese, and I am going to be playing Lure. Ooh. Warning, I'm not actually... I played Lure a lot when it came out. Gosh darn it. I'm not the greatest, especially not right now. So, here's proper introduction. I already said my name, but I'm doing this for Klikcast yet again, as hopefully many of you found it relatively enjoyable. If you didn't, I am sorry that I'm such a boring person. I mean, I'm trying to get better, but it's just hard to be a very interesting person. I mean, I can't compete with the most interesting man in the world, the Old Spice guy, or Chuck Norris. Especially not Chuck Norris. That guy's like, man, you have to work really hard to be like him. I don't know if it's even possible, but heck, I'll find out one day. So this is Lure 1.5, holy goodness gracious, 1.5.2 I think, I do not remember. I know this was released like a month ago, I don't really know, maybe 2 months. I am not good at this, think, what am I saying? I should have rehearsed this. I know it's not one of the newer games submitted to TDC, but it's one of the ones that I think is more professional, polished, and as much as I hate to see it, or say it, something that's not, in a way, generic. I haven't played all of the ones newly submitted to TDC, but I think it's just, like everyone on the forum says, it's just that time of the year and it's slow. And I agree with that, but I'd like to see a lot more fun games. And fun as in, what am I doing? Oh, that's the button, alright. And, well, not necessarily fun, because I know they're all fun, but just high-quality games submitted to TDC that's well worth, goodness gracious, well worth reviewing. So, yeah, all around, here, let's, let's cut that. Alright guys, I'm back. I think I actually didn't really gather my thoughts, I was just trying to get to a boss. Dun 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 dun. I'm not trying to make this less unhappy review, as this game's lots of fun and they have cool, like, epic opera music. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. I mean, some people think these games are hard, and I kind of do because I wasn't really paying attention. Sounds like Soul Calibur, it sounds like. But all you have to do is really not look at where you're shooting most of the time. You just pay attention to the pattern and how the dots are being shot, and just avoid them. And then when you have extra time, just focus on where you're shooting and repeat or scrub and repeat. I have no idea how people say that. Back to my other point. I'm not saying TDC or the Daily Click is dead. I'm just saying we just haven't had much of an influx of new, I'm sorry to say this, but worthwhile games to play. But just games, like I said before, that are quick enough to review, that aren't like too long, and just I'm losing track again. Shame on me. But aren't too long and are good, quick, fun, kind of like actiony, like Lure, so I can like get all hyper and schoolgirl like. I think this is my 2 cents. Apparently, Old Man Clayton doesn't like that saying, but my 2 cents is /R. Fudge. How am I supposed to kill that thing? Oh, I don't want to die. Yes! Finally beat this boss. And sorry, before I played the different boss, I didn't know who I actually had to play. But my 2 cents is the TDC should get itself more well known. I know it's known in the world of clickers, as people call them, which I've never. I understand the saying behind it, but I just think it's weird. But I think TDC just should get itself known. Darn. Gosh darn it. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Crap. No, focus. Fudge. Well, I was trying to say before, TDC should get itself known not only to clickers, but to a good amount of indie communities / indie developers, like any of them, so the games can be more exposed. And though I do like TDC being only like multimedia fusion, but it'd be nice to get more people cycling into TDC to brighten up our downloads page. Other things I feel like talking about are the mind thing. Oh, bloody goodness. The other things I should talk about are, most of you already know the TDC community project needs, or doesn't need work, but would like volunteers. They always want volunteers. I'm gonna do my little help because I haven't been too much involved, and I'm sorry to say that I haven't been involved, but though most of you may disagree, being a freshman is actually rather tough. So I'm gonna try to get more of you focused to that, and all you have to make doodle pants. Just go to the project page. I think it's at least one page back. You can find the app, which is the TDC community project, and just go lend a hand. If it's just story, if it's just a song, like little sound effect, anything works. As long as we can get this done and hopefully out soon, not within a few years. Because I don't think most of us have the patience to work on things. Yes, finally! Worked on things for more than a few years. Last level. So that's my little assistance to them / me. I have nothing else to talk about. I was planning like a multi-fun dazzle time segment where I discuss lots of TDC, play game, and do some random webcam talking about stuff. And I think I might just do that next Klikcast if I have extra time. So I've tried to get to it, and I don't really know what to say, so if someone would like to write a script for me, that would be wonderful. On another note, that's not it. That's pretty much it, actually. So if you want, I hope, because I don't know if anyone really actually cared about my last oh darn it. My last video segment, but let's turn this down. My last video segment, but I'll just let people to know if they wouldn't mind like a show within a show where I do my little 1 minute, 2 minute talk about whatever about TDC, hot topics or whatever. So be right back. I'm gonna try to get to this last boss. Alright guys, I'm back. Alright. I'll keep quiet for most of this. I don't really know what to talk about now. But just to let you all know, if you guys want to see like a show within a show about me talking about TDC or anything, just comment in the little section below where Ritus posts this and just let me know and I might do something. So, see y'all soon and hope you enjoy it.
One cold, dark night. A call was made, and one group answered the call. One tragedy leads into a world of terror. As temperatures flare in the search for answers. Zombies everywhere. Who knows what else is out there? Carnivorous Head Flips present. Max Slade versus the Zombies.
Hi there, welcome to the Klikcast preview. Today we're previewing Mr. Stump's Dentures 2, created by Chris Street. Chris was kind enough to provide this preview beta build for us. So let's get going here. As you can tell, the graphics are amazing and beautiful. It's detailed with the waterfalls and all. The little character designs, it's awesome. You can tell a lot of time has been spent, even with the parallax background scrolling and all. It's awesome. The same thing goes for the level design and how everything is planned out, even from the very beginning as we're here right now. You can tell lots of planning went into this to make it an enjoyable gaming experience, if I can, be so bold. From the graphics to the gameplay, even if you hear the sound effects and music are also great. Sometimes some game creators, just leave it to the side, but Chris really went into detail with the sound effects and music as well. Even if you notice, like the guys jumping on the enemies' heads there, the sound effects will increase, like you get some kind of bonus if you do it so many times. I appreciate those little details. All in all, yeah, it really has a nice Mario World feel to it, which you don't see as much anymore. And yeah, great game so far. Chris thought he was smart here and I would go into the exit, but no, I'm getting those diamonds here. Fooled you, Chris. Gotcha, stage clear, woo! I have to admit I've played this game earlier so I wouldn't suck for this video, so I did die before, so just to let you guys know, I'm not that great normally, or probably will die in a couple of seconds. Yeah. Oh, like right now. Other than that, like I said, the difficulty will continue to build up, not too harshly. It will smooth itself out. Alright, so we skipped through the boss battle here. At first, you'll die a couple of times. Well, I did, and you'll have to figure out the boss's pattern. Like with this guy, he's jumping, and you can go under him and then hit him. Once you figure out his theme or what he does, you can just repeat it and kill the bugger. So we'll do that right here now. And also a nice touch is he increases in speed. There you are, boom, gone. So yeah, great first level, great first boss. Chris did provide another world here, which is let's see, Dusty Ruin Zone. The difficulty increases. The graphics change. It's a different world. So the only thing I'm missing kinda is that I would like to see, not so much in the beginning, but especially in this world, maybe a weapon of some sort. Like it can be limited, like with limited ammo, but I would have, you know, liked a little bit of change in the gameplay so I can shoot the little buggers. So maybe that will be added, maybe not, but just my personal preference there. But like I said, Chris is doing a really great job in increasing the difficulty and adding all these little twists, like those twirly around things there. It's great. So I'll leave you to it with a couple more seconds of video here, and great job, Chris, so far. I can't wait to play the rest.
Hello there. I think it's time we're gonna start up the Klikcast. What do you think, buddy? Huh? What do you think, buddy? Huh? What do you think? You like the show? No? No? You rather want to sleep? You're tired. Come on, work with me here. Hello? Oh, now you're doing it. Oh, you're doing it. Oh, tickle. Hello. Hello. Say bye. Good boy.